Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Double Talk. We've been off for, I think, like 2 weeks now.
Sure. Let's call it 2 weeks.
Something like that. Cody was doing some stuff out of state, so we didn't have the opportunity to do any other episodes. But anyways, we're back. Today, I created a quiz based on this book, because I read it and I really liked it. It's called What If by Randall Munroe. Serious scientific answers to absurd hypothetical questions.
Did you happen to do something about the moon?
Maybe.
I don't think I remember the answer. That's the one thing that I remember like hearing about it, so I don't know.
Okay. Well, I think we've talked about this one before.
Okay.
The first question. We'll just get right into it.
Just jump into it.
You can survive in a spent nuclear fuel pool for up to 40 hours.
Is this true or false? Or?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
This is a true or false quiz.
Yeah, I think we did. Yes.
You're right. You can. Because the only thing that would kill you is exhaustion and drowning yourself. Water...
Just lay on your back and float. Like,
Yeah.
why does everybody die from exhaustion? Just lay on your back. Just do it.
So the radiation really wouldn't affect you in any way unless you were like within a couple feet, because water dampens radioactivity.
Why wouldn't I be within a couple of feet? Like, it's like those rings that you throw to the bottom of a pool. It's too tempting. You have to dive down and grab the
you gotta go fuel rods.
Why not?
Okay. If everyone in the world stood as close as possible to each other and jumped, the world would all but end.
No, it wouldn't do anything, I don't think.
It actually would, because everybody would be in the same place. Nuclear reactors would explode for lack of supervision. Cell towers would go out. The world would end.
Stupid. It's like one of those stupid like anti-jokes where it's like nothing at all to do with it.
Yeah, the way he explains it is pretty funny. It's so basically, if you were to gather all 6 billion
Soulmates,
7 billion people, it would cover about the size of Rhode Island, which is not very big at all. It's actually, I think this entire state of Rhode Island is smaller than the San Diego County. So, yeah, it wouldn't do anything to Earth. I can't find it. But basically, everybody would be so overcrowded in the same position. You would die. So billions of people would just die.
Just die.
Yeah, because there would be nowhere to go. You're all trapped in Rhode Island.
Okay, so like people with claustrophobia would die.
Yeah,
but nobody else.
No, a lot of people would die. You got no food around you.
How long are they in the same place?
How long do you think it takes 5-6 billion people to move out of Rhode Island?
I don't know. I'm just assuming this is like you could get everybody in and out real quick.
One of the things
like get in, jump, get right out.
One of the things it says is that if the main airport in Rhode Island were to work at 500% capacity, that's assuming they had enough fuel to power all the jets. It would go 24/7 for a year and not make a dent in the crowd.
Start walking, people. You gotta get there somehow. We gotta make this happen.
It is possible to make a jetpack from downward facing machine guns.
I'm assuming this is just a lot, because you could probably, but... Okay, yes. From many machine gun.
Yep. It's true. Says an AK-47 fires 10 8-gram bullets per second at 715 meters per second. So the thrust is 13 pounds of force. The AK-47 only weighs 10.5 pounds when loaded, so it should be able to take off and accelerate upward by itself. So if you got... What was the number of them? If you weigh... He does it in kilograms. You weigh 60 kilograms, you would need less than 100 AK-47s to lift yourself off the ground.
I think we've solved this gun crisis.
just everybody,
yeah.
But then you just got downward firing AK-47s all over the place.
You probably wouldn't want to be below the average jetpack anyways, so
true.
You're probably good. I don't know why not.
If you started floating upwards at 1 foot per second, it would take over 12 hours for you to die.
Let me do some quick math here. Yes.
No, you're wrong. It would only take about...
Okay, so as you approach the death zone, which is about 8,000 meters above all but the highest mountains, the oxygen content in the air is too low to support human life. As you approach the death zone, your blood oxygen content will plummet. Your veins are supposed to bring low oxygen blood back to your lungs to be refilled with oxygen, but in the death zone, there's so little oxygen in the air that your veins lose oxygen to the air instead of gaining it. This will result in rapid loss of consciousness and death. This would happen around the 7-hour mark. Chances are very slim that you would make it to 8.
If you fired an AK-47 and the bullet were struck by lightning mid-flight, the bullet would melt.
Okay, restate the question.
If you fired an AK-47 and the bullet were struck by lightning mid-flight, the bullet would melt.
This can go either way, I guess. Yes.
You are wrong. It would not. It wouldn't affect the path of the lightning. If the bullet were to be stationary, then yes. And struck by lightning, then yeah, it would melt. But then AK-47 bullet travels about 700 millimeters every millisecond. And that's not enough.
Okay, that's not enough.
It's too fast.
You heard it here. Basically, not enough.
Basically, nothing would happen. It would just fly straight through the bolt of lightning.
Okay.
Because bolts of lightning are really small, actually.
Learn something every day.
So you can shoot as many lightning bolts as you want. Nothing will happen.
Come at me, Thor.
Dropping a stake from a suborbital rocket will propel it through the atmosphere fast enough to cook it.
So, like, you're talking about it's dropping, like, out of orbit, like, into...
Yeah, suborbital, so you're not quite in space, you're still in the atmosphere.
Wait, did you just say just throwing it?
Yeah, just dropping it.
Oh, just dropping it. Oh. Yeah. Let's go with that.
It would it would be very, very rare. And actually...
meat jokes. It'd be like rare that it would happen.
Yeah. Basically, as it's falling, it would pick up enough momentum to be cooking the outside, and it would actually be superheating it, and it would be flaking off. But by the time it hit the ground, the inside would still be completely uncooked. So it would kind of be cooked on the outside.
Kind of cooked.
Okay, so here it is. I was trying to find where it says it. So drop your stake from a suborbital rocket, send out a collection team to recover it, brush it off, reheat it, because it would be cold because atmosphere. Cut away any badly charred sections and dig in. Just watch out for salmonella.
I know what I'm doing for my next barbecue.
Just throw all the meat out of a rocket. Okay. The U.S. state flown over the most is California.
Flown over most?
Yeah, that has the most planes flying over it, because you got to think...
not stopping, just flying over.
Yeah, just flown over. You got L.A., San Diego, San Francisco. It's in the way of Hawaii.
I don't know. I feel like there's not a lot stopping over. I mean, like flying over, I feel like there's a lot stopping.
Well, but I would,
if I was just asked that question, like without not giving California, I'd say New York. But there's a lot of like stopping there because they refuel and go out. I don't. Oh, let's just say yes because I don't know.
It's wrong.
Okay.
The state that has flown over the most in the United States is actually Virginia. Not much more to say about that. If FedEx only shipped full solid state hard drives, they would be transferring 100 times the current output of the internet.
That's it. Say yes.
You're correct. Not much more to say about that either. All right, I will do these last two really quick because we're running out of time. If everyone who took the SAT guessed on every question, at least one person would get a perfect score.
Yes.
No.
Just no way to know.
The odds of every single person in the entire world taking the SATs and randomly choosing the question would still be just outstandingly against anybody getting a perfect score. I think I worded that right. Basically,
Probably not.
it's statistically impossible. The probability of it was like 0.00000000001%.
I'm calling lies on that, but next question.
A magnitude 9 earthquake changes the rotation of the Earth.
I feel like I've heard yes before, but I don't know. I want to say no.
Should have gone with your first answer. It actually does. There was a magnitude 9 just a couple years ago, and it changed the length of the day by about like 15 milliseconds or something. Very small.
I thought I noticed that.
Okay, so it's a cool book if you guys want to check it out. What If by Randall Munro. He's got a new book out now too called Thing Explainer.
The Thing Explainer.
Thing Explainer, which is pretty
Explains
cool.
things.
Yeah.
All right, well, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us if you even science.
Bro.
What's the full question? I don't know.
That's the point. You have to fill in the rest. No, the beginning part.
How do people grow? Oh,
It's just-
how?